Okay, we're gonna do a short little update on this tank. So this is my Maltese shell dweller and my julidochromis marlieri, marlieri, marlieri. I'm not sure. Marli. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'll put it in the title. But yeah, the Maltese Neolamprologus multifasciatus, and then the julidochromis marlieri. Marlieri. I think that's how you say it. So this tank has been through a lot. It was a heavily dirted tank. I removed, I would say, 90-something% of the dirt. There's still a little bit in there, but not much. But these guys have been acting very interesting. I think the julidochromis, I think we have some that have decided to turn that little thing there into their home, possibly even laying some eggs in there, which this whole area here, all of this has been the Maltese section, and they've been trying to chase off the julidochromis. So I'm pretty sure that's the female. And the male coming back over here, I'm going to call him the bull. He's a big old bull. See if he does. See, I started coming up here and they all kind of like spread out. But watch this behavior. This is really interesting. These Neros, the Maltese, Neolamprologus, the Maltese are they're standing their ground, but they're like, this guy's a lot bigger than us. But thing is I've been working on this tank for a couple months because I'm here 2 days a week. I'm at my office 2 days a week, and I was actually gonna rip all these rocks out of here. And I got my 2 canisters. Excuse me. My 2 canisters down there. The one with K1 in it, then the other one with just the filter floss, the polyester stuff in there. I was gonna put one of those canister filters down there behind the jungle valve. Then I was gonna put another canister down here behind the jungle valve. So I've got, you know, water moving on both sides, and put the auto feeder kind of in the middle, which I'm still gonna do. I'm not gonna do that today. I think I'll do that tomorrow, because I do want to bring in some more rocks. Actually, there's a lot of rocks. There's a lot of rocks already, but I am gonna put these 2 rocks in there kind of on the bottom to build up around those. But I don't know, I feel kind of bad because these guys do seem like they've kind of established their areas. So let's take a little bit of a look. See, I thought that shell down there was just gonna be like, oh no, I didn't know there was a shell down there. But the Maltese have been cleaning it out. And there's rocks, I need to get those rocks out. But over here is kind of funny. So all of these little rocks, the Maltese have taken these out, and just little white pieces of crushed coral is what that is. A lot of the sand in here is sand that I got from the beach, coast over in Oregon. See if these guys do anything, because the Maltese are like, you're not supposed to be over here, get out of our area. Especially that one that's going into their little... Are you checking out their shell? What are you doing? You're gonna make them very angry. I love these guys' personality. They're so interesting. Okay, let's just go on down a little bit further. So we got the middle section, which is another little territory. I think I've got 5 of these guys in here. I've either got 4 or 5, I can't remember. There's 2. And there's 3. I think there's one that was deciding to hang out. One likes to hang out back here, really one of the bigger ones. Maybe down, I don't know. I think there is one that goes down underneath this big rock. And yeah, I know this is coral. These big huge rocks are coral. But that's like buffering for the calcium, for the pH, keeping the pH kind of high, like in the 8s. You know, because these type of fish, they're supposed to be around the 8.2, I don't know, 8.5 might be kind of high, but 8.2, right around there. But yeah, I just got this canister. I put this in last week. So it's only been a week. And you see what it looks like already. So it's polished in the water pretty good. Of course, the water still needs a lot of work. But like I said, this was a heavily planted tank. It takes a long time to get all the dirt out. But I'm going to call it good. But I mean, I see some rocks in here that these guys have dug up, so I'm going to remove those. I don't know what to show you guys. Just thought I'd show you guys this tank because it's been a little while since I actually did a video of it. I do have 4 of my baby plecos I got from home, the albino bristlenose. They're like the size of my fingernail. They're super tiny. So I got a bunch of, I don't know, 3 or 4 in here. I don't see them right now. I did see some this morning when I first came in. So I'm hoping that they will do a little bit of work on the glass. So I don't have to go in there and scrape the glass. Let's see if I can find one of the baby bristlenose. I don't see any right now. Oh yeah, another thing too. I'm working on my branding. So I'm gonna get myself I already have a business license for the practice, for the therapy practice. I've just been kind of using that for anytime somebody asks me about my business license, I just use the J&A Crossroads, Living Life's Journey Counseling Services, LLJC.live is my website. But I think I'm gonna get a business license for the fish hobby. And I was working on a little bit of a logo design, so that's just like a little sketch, so junk box at the top, and the bottom would be aquatics. So just kind of like a rough draft there. Thumbnail sketch. Graphic designers will quickly do these really super fast, rough little ideas just to get some ideas. But yeah. So I'm going to do some branding, work on a little bit of that for myself to make this a little bit more official. So whenever I try to get rid of some of these damn fish, I don't have to do any shipping. I really don't want to do any shipping. So if I can just, you know, continue to work with some local stores, that would be great. Yeah, I don't see the baby plecos. I know they're in there. I was just looking around for them a little bit more. Yeah, all right. I think that's good enough for now. Not much really. This is kind of a boring video. All my videos are a little chaotic, but this is... I was hoping to show you guys some of the territory, the defending territory that these guys were doing. Because These julidochromis. Julidochromis. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to work on pronouncing that name. These guys have been trying to move into this area, pushing the Maltese out, and like these two here, those two there are trying to gain more territory, and the Maltese are not having it. You know, it's like this thing here, you know, if I were to move that, if I were to move this to the back, maybe they would, because last week they were just chilling back there, but now they've come up. I guess they really like that. I'm trying to remember this, like a barnacle. I think this was a giant barnacle. I found it on the out in the coast. It's a big ass barnacle. Kind of cool looking, huh? That's not fake. That's not like some plaster thing. That's actually a real shell of a barnacle. All right, guys. I think that's good enough for now. Thanks for watching.